What's good guys, my name is Oleg Nikitin, I'm a YouTuber and a fellow creator of Edgard B who made this video and a collaboration inspired by Gerald Undone. Enjoy watching.
For a few months, I was thinking of a collaboration. I did not know what type of collaboration I wanted to do, but I wanted to do a collaboration with other YouTubers. So one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch and follow came out with this video with big YouTubers showing their gear that they use for their videos. So I thought to myself, this is the perfect idea for small YouTubers also. So Gerald Undone unknowingly helped me out with my dilemma.
What's good guys, my name is Oleg Nikitin, I'm a videographer and a YouTuber from Moscow, Russia, true Russian YouTuber if you want to, and thank you very much Edgard for having me in this video. So guys, right now I'm gonna tell you about my gear. My main camera is, which is shooting me right now, the Sony a7S Mark III with the Dumas Ninja 5 recording in ProRes LT in S-Log 3 10-bit with the 35mm f1.8 lens. And my B camera is this little baby, it's a pretty old camera, the Sony a6300 with a 24-70 f4 stabilized lens. I use this camera mainly for my top-down shots and for my B camera. Also, in terms of the lenses, I have the Betty's 85mm f1.8 for the telephoto range, also the 17-28 Tamron for my wide-angle shots, and 105 f2.8 Nikon adapted lens, f2.8, yeah, and it's a macro lens, and I do all of my macro shots with this little beauty. Almost every gear I mention, I have a review on it, so check out on the channel. Also for the drone, I use the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. It's a great drone, I have it for more than 2 years and it's never failed me once. In terms of the sound, while I'm on the go, I use the Rode Wireless Go, as you might have noticed. And also I use this Sennheiser AMK E600, this microphone right here, which is plugged into my audio interface, which is Audient Evo 4. And I record straight into my iMac 5K, which is also my editing machine. And also I use the eImage GH06 fluid head tripod with the eImage sticks. I have a review on it as well. In terms of the light, I use right here the light dome. This light dome is made by company Ambit Full. I ordered it in AliExpress, pretty cheap one, and it's kind of like Aperture Light Dome Mark II. Also I use the Godox VL150 for the key light and a couple of lights for my extraneous, like this. This one is called Digital Photo P200. I got 2 of those for some color in my shots. Right there is the Aperture B7C bulb. Also I have the Yongnuo 360 Mark II right there underneath the table. And also my neon sign made by my friend in Russia. And there up, you can see this in the shot, but for the backlight, I use my Laowas small and cheap light, but it's a great versatile light. My gimbal of choice is the DJI Ronin S, and also I use with my computer the 16TB G-RAID system, the RAID of 2 8TB discs, and also my Samsung T5 for 1TB and Samsung T7 for 2TB. It's a lot of gear guys, and thank you very much for watching this video, and take care. See you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks for reaching out to have me on your channel. Let's start with the stuff that I'm actually looking at. And to do that, I'm gonna show you with my Canon 80D, and I've got my Takstar SGC 600 facing backwards so that you can hear me, because I might turn around and the microphone up top that's just off camera here might not pick me up as well. So I'm gonna turn it on. In front of me, this is my favorite camera that I've ever owned, the Canon C70. Totally overkill for just YouTube. Let's move on to audio, because I've got my Rode VideoMic NTG connected through this long wire to my Canon C70. Talking about lighting, I've got my big newer softbox with grid on it so that it blocks light from going to my back wall over here, attached to a Godox VL150. And then back here, I've got these new RGB panels. They're new to me. I just got them in from Amazon Prime Day. This is the first video that I've made with these lights, and it's on your channel. I'm jealous because I wanted it on my channel. They are the RGB 480. They connect to my phone via Bluetooth, and I can change the colors, change the intensity. And then up here, I've got a little paper backdrop. This is a really, really small space, but I make it work. Thanks for having me on your channel.
So my name is Victor Persaud. I'm a real estate broker here in Southwest Florida, Cape Coral, and Edgar has been so kind, wanted me to share my setup. So it's a little bit messy, so I'm gonna forewarn you. So down here, I have the Shure SM7B mic with a Gen 4 low stand. And then all my audio is recorded through a cloud lifter into the Rodecaster Pro. I have two softbox lighting that I've had since 2015. On this side, I have a Andy Cine 4K monitor, a Glide Gear teleprompter on a Manfrotto stand. And this part right here is, I think this desk is autonomous. And then for recording, I use the Sony A7C with a Rode Pro mic, the first gen, on a 16 by 35mm lens. Thanks, Edgar.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Rexx from Rexx Reviews, and in today's video, I'm gonna let you guys know a few things that I use to record my YouTube videos and use on a daily basis. Now, while the full list is far too large to go through, I can show you some of the main things. Now, first and foremost is gonna be the Canon R5. Using the Canon RF 35mm lens, which is what I'm recording this with right now. I also use the EF17, the 40mm lens, depending on which angle in the studio I want. Now, outside of my R5, I also use my iPhone 12 Pro with the DJI OM4 for when I want to shoot things like B-roll or just anything that I can get my phone in a little bit closer to. Now, while my talking head portion of this segment was used with my R5, all of the B-roll for my segment was shot using the iPhone 12. As far as audio, if I'm at the desk that I'm recording at right now, I do use the Miyano XLR microphone run into the Miyano caster. I also use the Rode Wireless Go microphone system and the Rode Video Mic NTG. In terms of lighting, my main key light's gonna be the Swakani X60, which is right behind me, using the Godox diffuser on the front with the honeycomb grid. Now, that's not my only light. I also tend to use some random ring lights, LED bicolor light panels, and small RGB lights depending on what it is I'm filming. Now, if you want a more detailed list of everything I use, or you have questions about anything that I mentioned in this segment, please check out my channel, Rexx Reviews. Now, that's about gonna wrap this up for me. Until next time.
Hey, what's up? My name is Danny Black. I run the YouTube channel with the same name, Danny Black. I do a lot of reviews, and this is my office. And I use a lot of different tools and products to make these reviews. Let me just show you a couple little things here. So I have here on my desk a 6500 with a 10 to 18mm wide angle lens. Up top, I have a boom mic that I bring down when I'm doing it. It's wireless, so I have the Rode Wireless Go. I also have some other things for live streams like the SM7B. Here is my Mac Mini with an eGPU. Also some audio interfaces right here. Bunch of stuff over there. Coming over here, I have my tripod and fantastic slide pod. It is a very great slider. This is where I do a lot of my unboxing right here with softbox and a piano. Just when I'm bored, I come over and just kind of jam on it. And some lights up there, GoPros. Got a bunch of gear as well in my toolbox. And I use it all, but I also try to do a lot of giveaways at least once a month because I don't want things to just sit around and collect dust. Thank you for having me on for part of this collaboration, and come check out my channel and don't be a stranger.
Hey, what's up? I'm Scott. So this is my setup at the moment. I filmed my main talking head here on the Sony A7C with the Sony 24mm f1.4 lens. I record in S-Log 3 with a little green magenta tweak in the profile, and I use a custom grade in Final Cut Pro X. I just set up this massive but pretty sweet teleprompter from Prompter People too. I will have a video about that soon. For a mic, I use the Shure SM7B on a Gator Frameworks boom arm, mounted to a little shelf next to my table that I made myself. And I use it, of course, going into the cloud lifter, then into the Zoom F4 recorder. For lighting, my key light is the Aperture 120D Mark II, and I have it in an Elinchrom softbox actually. It's mounted back here to the wall because I don't like stands, and I do have a sound blanket on the wall behind my camera too. Otherwise, I have a couple of Aperture 100X lights in the back here, mounted again to the wall, set to tungsten, and I do have a quasar tube somewhere over there mounted to one of the railings, again also set to tungsten to fill in that background warmth a little bit. It's all kind of overkill, but I am lucky enough to have the space for all this, and I hate setting things up and then taking them down every time I want to record, so I like to have a few different spaces ready to go anytime.
Hello everyone, thank you Edgar for bringing me in. Today I'll be telling you what kind of gear I use, starting with my camera, the GH5. The GH5 I use it on Vlog L 400 all-eye 10-bit 422 with the 12 to 60 millimeters lens, the kit lens, connected with a SLR cable all the way around and under my computer and all the way here with a Rode NTG microphone. And then on top of the SLR1, you can see the field view monitor is the 7-inch display so I can see what's in focus. And then to edit, I use my iMac with the speed editor. The iMac is 32 gigabytes of RAM, and then I use the speed editor from Blackmagic to edit in DaVinci Resolve because that's what I like. And then for lighting, I use the Godox SL150 with a big light dome from Newark. And then the RGB lights that you see are out there. They are actually floodlights, really cheap ones that I got from Amazon. They were pretty cool. I don't recommend you getting them, but they are pretty good. It's better than having nothing. Anyways, thank you so much. See you next time.